Good morning, guys. We are headed to pick up the rifle, and it is a good day to be alive. Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Andrew. It's early in the morning here. Not even headed to an open gun store yet. They're opening up at 9 o'clock, and it is 8:50. Just getting rolling, going to pick it up, and we're gonna get started today getting my precision rifle set up. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. We're gonna get everything ready, and I'm gonna take you along for the process. So enjoy the ride. Arrived at Blackbeard's. You can see it back there in the background amongst some of the beautiful Sherman greenery. And sorry about the music, it's pretty loud. Oh yeah, just arrived at Blackbeard's. You can see the door back there. They open in 2 minutes. So I'm gonna go wait at the door for them. Don't think I'm gonna be able to record this process because I came alone. So yeah, but picking up the gun, I'm super stoked. I'll get you guys an unboxing as soon as I get home, and we'll go through that. Mission accomplished. I have the rifle. It is in my back seat, and I'm headed home to do the unboxing. So in a couple minutes, you'll get to see all of that. I'm so excited. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. So we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, boys and girls, here we go. Hold up, there it is. Okay, we're gonna crack it open and get a good first look. It's already loose. So one thing I have done is there was a lot of tape holding things together, and I went ahead and cleared out all the plastic wrap. So this is the case it came in. There's a whole lot to get to. Let's start over here. Just start top right. And all the boring stuff. Got my build sheet, all the paperwork, some more tape. All the paperwork's in here for different parts and components that I have, instruction manuals, things like that. Get that out of the way. I picked up the Atlas bipod, and I have yet to mount it, so I'll walk you guys through that once I read the instructions. Kind of new to this one. And then, of course, you have the rifle. I've got the Bushnell DMR2 Pro, my GA Precision, and then that's going to be your sunshade, cleaning cloth, scope tool. And then I got the PRS mag full stock. Super stoked about that. Cannot wait to give that a go. And then here I actually got a surprise. They sent me a Havalon knife with interchangeable blades. Didn't expect it. It's got an instruction manual. It's kind of cool. Not the point of the video, but I will go over it later towards the end of the day. And then of course I've got my not one, not two, but 3 magazines ready to rock and roll. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out, and we're gonna start working length of pull and eye relief. So here's some quick updates. This is all the stuff that came with it, all the instructions for break-in, build sheet. We've got a chamber flag there, which is good because I need one. GA Precision sticker here. Actually got a couple of them, a little logo and a sticker for my car. There is some information here on the gun. They gave me a couple of coupons. Actually, I think it's just one coupon, and then ammo retailer that they recommend. I got a round count book. It's supposed to keep track of how much shooting I do with my rifle. Pretty much empty box. I got the Atlas mounted, and it is stable. So the next step is going to be setting up cheap weld, because length of pull is perfect. So we're going to go through the rest, and I'll get it all on video for you. It's also worth mentioning, they sent me a hat. Don't mind the towel and the baby doll right here. And the rest of that's all for my gun. So we're just working right here in the upstairs. Sent me a GA Precision hat, kind of like it. So I'm looking at my rifle. What my goal is here, I'm gonna first take the scope cap off so I can see through it. That'll help. We're gonna take the zoom all the way in. It's a 5-24, so I'm gonna lay down, get comfy, get some rest back here, fall asleep on it, and then I'm gonna look and see if I see through the scope or if I need to adjust. So I'm here just chilling, I'm a little bit low. So we're gonna come up. We're locked in on eye relief there, except for, for cheek weld, except for my eye relief needs to be adjusted. So what we're gonna do, it feels like it's probably just enough to move this forward one spot, but that may not be possible. I've got plenty of room on the scope, so I'm probably just gonna loosen up the turret and try to slide it forward just a touch. And then from there, we should be good to go. Oh gosh. All right. Actually, now that I've got my cheek weld set properly, I can just relax. It feels good, so we're gonna leave it. It's another quick point. Down here we have our safety lever, and it's just 60-degree throw, ambi, so I've got it on both sides. I don't have a magazine in. Bolt is back, so no mag. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the bolt, and we're gonna see how the trigger feels, see if it needs any adjustment before I take it out. Okay, so we're gonna go. There's a slight amount of take up on that trigger. Thought it was single stage, so that was my mistake. Get rid of the take up, take the slack out. Oh. That's good. Okay. So we're gonna try it out and see how it fits with that setup. And then from there, we're gonna go do the break-in. So the next time you see me, I'll be unboxing at the range and getting ready for the one shot at a time nonsense that we have to do. What we're gonna make her purr and see if we can send some lead at targets and do some great things. So yeah, that said, I will be back with you guys when we hit the range. First round. Alright, so working for initial 0. That is my point of aim, dead center. Point of impact. I got 2 rounds in that hole. And in case you forgot what the 6.5 Creed can do, yeah, there's not much left there. So that box is stacked full of calendars that are old and very tightly packed in hopes to slow down bullets. And I'd say that is probably about to end, because after that, there's not much left. So this will be the 3rd shot. I'm still shooting at that little 1-inch square on there, and then after this shot we're going to make an adjustment for 0, try to get this thing brought in just about 1.25 inches under, maybe 1.5 inches under that black box, and then from there we're good to go. So let's send it. In a row.
This, my friend, is the face of instant regret.
Quick adjustments here. We've got coming down like 6.8 or 3.8 mils as far as elevation. So I'm gonna click that over. My turret's gonna say 6.2 here, and then on windage on this side we are going down or going right 0.5 mil. And so that brings us 0.5 mil right. We should be right in the middle of the black square now. We're gonna give it a go and see what we get. I guess it's true, you get what you pay for. 3 bullets right there. So we ended up bringing it over about 0.5 mil and then down 3 mils and 8/10. So we should be drilling dead center here now. And then if we are, that'll be good. And I'll be ready to take it out long range once we finish the break-in here. I say long range, it's gonna be like 200 yards or so. But yeah, that's yeah, I can get my whole hand in there. It's not a good hole. Alright. See what we get here. We'll give it one full send right in the dead center and see if it goes where we want it. Low and left. Alright, so we started here, and that's 3 bullets. So that 3-shot group I brought down and a little over. But it looks like, so I brought it over 0.5 mil from here to here, and then now we're here, still just about probably 1/10, maybe even a little more of a mil to the left. So I'm gonna bring it just a touch right, but where elevation is right where I wanted it. So we should be good to go. Well, y'all, I'm all cleaned up. I finished my day shooting and forgot to record the 200-yard 0. So for what that's worth, we had a lot of fun. I zeroed it out at 100 with about 6 rounds, and then once I started drilling the bullseyes at 100, we jumped to 200, and I just went up about 0.5 mil and it was dead on. So she's ready to roll, so we're good to go. All right, guys, we're out here again. I'm actually testing trigger. Target is right there. I'm walking away from it right now. It's just the Raven Fast Stand from Warrior Poet Society. Whew, a little bit out of breath. Been running across the field carrying 55 pounds or so. So we're headed to our 100-yard bench, which is actually a trailer, and I'm going to be shooting out of the back of the trailer. Got my AR-10 sitting up here. It's in the trailer, just kind of getting acclimated. That's a joke. But yeah, it's just getting up to, you know, room temp so that it's ready to roll. And we've got our target back there. Now I'm out of the sun. Whew. Yeah. So it's another G8 Precision day out here on the range. Sorry for it being so shaky. This is my bench. I'm going to turn it so that the flat part's out. And then we are sending it all the way out there. Target is here. So I'm going to set up my tripod. That way we can catch some video for you and see what we can do. But yeah, we're just testing the trigger to make sure it's safe. I've dialed it down about as low as I can go. Trigger Tech told me 3 clicks in, so it's 3 clicks in. So live ammo tests, I've done a lot of dry fire and stuff, and everything seems fine. It's sitting about 1.5 pounds though, so it's super light. We'll see how it goes. All right, it is a dump bed and it doesn't have the safety pin back in the back there, so we're gonna do our best to not tip it over. If it happens, you'll get a good video. But here we go. All right, so again, we've got that Trigger Tech Diamond semi-auto frictionless trigger in here. Sorry, I'm a little sore from jiu-jitsu the other day. And we are doing about 103 yards. I'm gonna start out with the S&B FMJ ammo that I've zeroed the gun with. It does have a 200-yard zero, which I forgot to record for you guys, so this is the follow-up to that, just kind of proving the point. We should be doing just about a 1/2 mil high. So I'm gonna hold dead center, and I'm gonna hold a full mil under the head on this plate, and we'll see exactly where we're at. So we'll go from there. All right, there's the plate. Now, just for the record, I'm gonna try my best to get those crosshairs straight on it before I drop the bolt, because I am a little bit concerned that we might be too light on this trigger. All right, I'm gonna drop the bolt and see if we send around. All right, we're chambered, safety is off. We're gonna hold a mil below the head, dead center. Sending it. Smacked it. Okay, so that S&B ammo is not leaving a lot to chance, but that's a terrible group, and I do feel like I had really good trigger pulls there. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot with about, I don't know, a handful of our Hornady ammo here. We've got some match 140s, so we should be in the same ballpark for a zero. All right, we're going hot again, and we're gonna stay again center plate and dropping the bolt. Okay, all good there. So what I'm gonna do on this one is I'm gonna try to put that 1 mil line straight in the middle of the head and squeeze off rounds and see what we get. Okay, I'll take that all day long. You guys probably can't see it from here, but all 5 of those are touching. So we're gonna go up close and take a look here, and I'll explain where we're at. All right, if y'all see what I think you're gonna see in a second, there's a big difference in bulk ammo and match. I did my best on every one of those trigger pulls to stay as consistent, stay focused on the reticle, squeeze that round off and set it where I want it. And yeah, you're gonna see here in a second, it's an outstanding difference. Good job, Hornady. Also, I think one of those rounds might have cooked a dent in my target, so that's kind of fun. We'll take a look here. Okay, here we are. These 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are all from S&B. These right here. So then you have these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 that I pulled by mistake. So we got 4 touching rounds right there, and then we have 5 that are probably a 3-inch group. So it's a big difference in ammunition. for sure. Both are 140 grain. That's S&B, and that's what the Hornady is giving me to expect right there. So that tells me that I'm shooting that well and this ammo sucks. But that's okay, we're just here for practice today. So if it's consistent to that group with match ammo, then I'm very happy, because that's about as consistent as I've ever been. All right, for the sake of reference, I didn't do too well with this, but that dark spot right there, we're gonna do our best to zero in on that and hit it from 100, except I'm probably gonna put my point of aim right there, and we'd expect my point of impact to be right about there. So we'll see where we're at and then make any adjustments as necessary. All right, we're gonna give her another go. 5 rounds, and we're gonna try to group them as tight as we can. Again, I'm gonna aim for the dark spot where it didn't paint as much, and we're gonna hope for the best. Today, as y'all saw from the blooper reel the other day, I do not plan to shoot this gun without ears on. That was not a fun experience. I won't make that mistake twice. At least, not in close proximity. It's probably gonna happen again at some point in my life. We zeroed out. All right, my point of aim is gonna put that dark spot straight in the center of my crosshairs, so. Oof. About a 1/2 mil high.
Cue Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will. And it went very, very wrong.
Alright, so, update. I'm not going to post what just happened because it was not good. I'm not injured, nobody's injured, everything was safe. I had a trigger malfunction. Those of you who have shot with the Trigger Tech Diamond may know what happens if perhaps you might have lightened it too far. Theoretically, on a 6.5 Creedmoor. So, I've got to tighten that up a little bit. So we're not going to be able to run at that low pressure. And I'm not too sure how that happened. I don't know if it was my finger or if that was just the trigger didn't grab because of the recoil, but it basically cycled without input. So gun malfunctioned, and I'm not going to post that because I don't want anything on video, because some people might suggest that something else happened there. Definitely wasn't supposed to happen that way, but alas, here we are. So we're going to get a 5/64 Allen wrench, tighten that thing up probably about 1/2 pound, set it at 2, and we'll keep going. So give me a little bit of a break here, and I'm gonna go get that sorted, so problem will be solved. Alright, so I mentioned the malfunction. We're gonna fix that real quick, and I'll do it on video for you. So right in here in the Trigger Tech, we have that little set screw right there. And we're just going to take our 5/64 Allen key and stick it in there. Except it's not going. So maybe I grabbed the wrong one. That's all it is, I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, so 5/64. I'm going to give her 3 clicks. And we'll see what we get out of that. These are S&Bs, so I don't expect greatness from them. Okay. Flew with no issues. Alright, there's 2 more. Ciao. Grass is hot. Alright, I'm going to get you guys a little closer, and we're going to give this a good old impact and let it let the sound be heard from that end of the field here. So get my gun back where it's not going to fall over. All right. So. All right. So today's been eventful. We learned some things. I being we, and hopefully you guys. Learn from me being dumb. Don't be dumb. It's rule number 1. So basically what I learned today is even with 200 reps of dry fire, dropping the bolts and shaking the gun and snap cap after snap cap, you don't always know that the trigger is going to be reliable. So if you're going to have to adjust a new trigger, make sure that you do everything you can to be safe. And in the case of taking it out for live fire, as I just did, shoot somewhere safe. Because if you don't, that round could go, it could nail a person, it could nail a cow, it could hit any number of things. Somebody's kid. These are the things we don't want to happen as people who are out shooting. You know, our goal is not to harm. My goal is definitely not to harm. And as such, I do my best to stay safe. And when these things happen, you just have to do the best you can. Also, that brass just burnt the crap out of my arm right there. Fun fact. Anyway, I'm gonna flip you around. I'll let you take a look at the target and we'll set you up so you can get some impacts. So looking at the target, these were the 3 Hornady. I've got 2 touching, bang bang, number 3. And 4 and 5 entirely missed. So 4 and 5 were followed up very fastly. So we had doof doof, and then boom boom boom. And number 1's right there. All right, cue the 100-yard impact sound. All right, guys, so that is your 10 shots of sound transfer. So you can hit the round, leave the gun, hit the target, and maybe the difference in the sound as far as how fast the bullet gets here. Hopefully to you, I haven't looked at the video yet, but hopefully on your end you're seeing impact and then hearing the gunshot, which is what I'm hoping for. On my end, I want to hear that, you know, from the backside too. So when I start to watch this video later. I'm going to go ahead and put 4 on the head as fast as I can. I went ahead and gave you 15 of ball nose, so we're going to do 4 on the head as fast as I reliably can, and just try to see what we can do. So don't hold it too tightly against the ammo on this one. I'm not going for a perfect group, so just keep that in mind. Looking for headshots. See how we get it. Well, hopefully you guys made it through that. Looks like it. Okay, guys, so we have, let's see, a lot of rounds on target. I lost count. I'm gonna have to go through the brass to update my round count. Our target is still out there, sun washed right now, somewhere out there. I see it. So, yeah, just over my, right by my ear to the left there. So, we are going to send one last volley. I'm thinking probably my last 5 that I have of the cheap ammo. just because it's getting kind of late. I've shot a lot today. I'm not expecting, the best of groups, and this is going to be the wrap up for the video. So I'm going to send 5 more, but this time I'm going to give you something that you don't see a lot. YouTube, this is a product name, don't hold it against me. There is an item on my gun known as the APA Little Bastard Generation 2. It is our muzzle brake that I've chosen for this rifle. So this muzzle brake is meant to be about 70% recoil reduction. I'm not going to be able to compare it for the gun without the muzzle brake because I'm not taking it off. I like it too much. But what I'm going to do for you is get you some front angle recoil impulse so you can kind of see in slow motion how much the gun's moving, how much the muzzle brake's actually doing with the gases, and then you'll also be able to see how much it makes my body move, which, let's face it, I'm a little chunky right now. So that said, you might see it. But we're going to have some fun, and it's the last 5 for the day. And we'll just do a wrap up back at the house and kind of talk through everything I learned. And I'm going to tell y'all a really fun story about a friend of mine with the same gun that did something that I did today. But I'm not going to tell you about mine because, yeah. So we'll talk about that later on. Anyway, set up the camera angle and we'll get going on these muzzle brake shots. Not going to lie, there is a chance we break my phone here. So we're just going to hope that we don't. Yeah, so we'll set up slow-mo and get going. Send in the last 5 just to get the muzzle brake here. So, chambering around. I'm gonna take y'all with me for one more journey through the pasture, just because I feel like talking a bit. For those of you who don't know, my Instagram, which may be why you're here, is Life in Legendary Mode. I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. So, sorry, the video is gonna be a little shaky. I'm carrying you with my arm, but here's the deal. I am your average farm kid. This is where I grew up, out here, running through these fields. Didn't have any friends, but I've gone on to do some things in life that I feel very privileged about, and I feel like a lot of people have not had the opportunity for. So what I want to do with this channel is inspire people. I want to inspire men out there to carry both responsibility and honor, to do great by yourself and by the ones you love, and to do great by everybody around you. And I hope that my life will challenge you in a couple of ways. Chase dreams. And when you're chasing dreams, refuse to settle. And always make yourself better. Always take steps forward. Always choose to love the people that love you, and even the people who don't, I think that if we all set out to do this wonderful thing called life, I really feel like we could change the world, and I fully plan to. So you guys are along for the ride, and you're along the ride. This is mostly going to be me shooting on this channel, a couple of inspirational talks here and there, and we'll talk through some beliefs and some ideas that people may have, and we'll just do life together for a bit. But I just want to challenge you today to live in legendary mode. What does that mean? When I die, there will be stories told, but I will leave my mark, and I want people to know me for a few things: biggest being that I've balanced well the life of being a warrior, that they would know that anyone who stands to harm me or mine will have a fight. But also, chief among everything, that people would know that I love well. I want to challenge you to do the same as men, to be both strong and wise, and fierce, but yet loving, to balance well the aspects of everything in life that you should carry as a man. Take care of those around you, and take care of anybody who wants to try to hurt them. So sometimes the best way to fight is to not fight at all, and to use your mind and verbal judo. But every once in a while it comes, and when it does, be ready, you know? So in my life right now, I'm chasing my dreams of PRS shooting. Got my first competition in November. You guys are along the ride for prep. That's what I was doing today, is a little bit of practice. Wasn't pretty, but that's cheap ammo. Match ammo is hard to get, so we saw what the match ammo did. But then, after that, I've got jiu-jitsu going right now, and I've been getting better and better at that. I've been going for a year now, so I'll be taking you on that journey as much as I can. It's kind of hard to record everything when I'm dying in class, but we're gonna do our best there, you know. And my goal here is, just like I said, I'm a normal guy, but I want to inspire people. I want people to live life to its fullest, and I really think you can do great stuff if you decide to. And it's a trap to think otherwise. So, checking out for now from the range. Long outro, but love you guys. Right now, all 6 of you, but in the future, all 10,000. Maybe 10 million. We'll see if we ever get there. But yeah, y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the other side.